Hey everyone, Agnach here. Welcome to another video. On today's video, I'll be showing you the triples we had in our friendly war between OneHive and King Jeffrey. We ended up winning 53-48 with 13 triples. In this video, I'll be highlighting my 6-pack with witches and also a few attacks with the super witches. Can't wait to try them together when the new update comes. I'm sure it will make a few players pretty angry on how spammy and strong it will be. So I ended up getting a 6-pack, and this was the first base. My idea was to sap the scatters and expose, damaging the queen and the royal champion as well. Then, since the corners at 6 and 3 are a little bit open, I would send a couple of giants with a few witches in behind to funnel and get rid of those single infernos. Then I would send a line between 6 and 3 with the wall wrecker at 4. That way, getting rid of the eagle nice and early and having the main push through the middle into the town hall. So let's have a look how it went. So here I go with the saps. So I'm waiting for the queen to go in between the scatter and the expo. Now that she's there, I'll put the 5 saps. Obviously that's not gonna kill her. Use the earthquake to get rid of the scatter, the expo, and also damage the eagle. Now as you can see, the royal champion wasn't in place. So instead of waiting for her to get in place and do it, I just start with my funneling troops. Then once she's in place, I put my 5 saps just to make sure I damage her. I put my line of giants, witches, my heroes with the wall wrecker, all of them going inside. Now as you can see in the center of the base, there's those storages which are perfect for me because that's going to be pulling my few troops. I went in there with the king and the queen all the way through the center. Now the super minions do get rid of that wall wrecker. However, I still have the Pekka, the king there that can get through the walls. The queen can shoot over the walls and get rid of the town hall, and I still have a million witches around just getting rid of the base, and there's no splash damage left. So this was the first triple that I got against Vicious. This was the second base, and I knew I wanted to get rid of the scatter and the expo in the middle. However, if I got rid of the scatter at 12, pathing for the town hall for the wrecker would have had to start around 10. And going against all the heroes, the single inferno, the expos, and then finishing on the CC, I wasn't sure if the wrecker and my troops were gonna make it all the way to the town hall, and this was gonna be, instead of a 3-star, a 1-star. So instead of that, I decided to sap the expo, the inferno, and damage the eagle. That way I could funnel at 3 and 12 and full send my army in between into the scatter, using the warden ability to protect all my troops through the scatter. And then since I've created pathing on the left hand side, my army would move in a clockwise direction, going all the way from the town hall and finishing around 9 o'clock. So let's have a look. So I started with the saps on the single, the expo, and the eagle. Obviously the eagle needs 7 saps to go down, so it's not going to go down. However, it will get damaged. I used the earthquake to damage the scatter at the top as well, and both earthquakes to damage the eagle. So now it's just with 1 HP, so it only needs one little touch and it will go down. I put my funneling troops at 12 and at 3. Then I send my main army in. I use most giants around the 2 o'clock area because I wanted them to walk down straight into the town hall. Now that the scatter goes down, the wrecker is still going through. The expo is being tanked by the king. I use the king ability once the CC comes out. That way the CC troops are tanked by the king. Wrecker makes it all the way to the town hall. Town hall goes down. We still have a million witches with the giants. All my heroes still alive. The RC is still getting rid of some of the defenses. She will die soon. But we still have 3 super giants. The king is still alive. The Peck is still alive. The warden is still alive. The queen is still alive with ability. And now there's only that the bomb tower and the wizard tower left that do splash damage. But the ice golem from the wrecker just dies. Freezes everything down. Use the queen ability, and this base was down. Now for super witches, I'm bringing you a couple of attacks. So the first one is tricky here. He is starting with his warden walk and then uses the sap in the center to get rid of the scatter and the expo, just to create a bit of a pathing there. And the warden is going to be able to create a bit of a funnel there as well. And as you can see with this base, next to the tank hole, there's a bit of a natural funnel there between the tank hole and the single inferno. Uses the king just to make sure to funnel that 12 o'clock area so that all the witches walk inside. He uses one jump, so once the witches and the queen get rid of the tank hole, they can jump into the center of the base. Now with the zap, he also created that bit of the funnel, so they're all gonna be staying in the center, which is what you want. Hogs from the siege barracks come out, and the RC is gonna be joining them. Double bomb, giant bomb gets rid of all the hogs. However, the RC is still there with ability. The witches are walking on the other side. RC gets rid of the last expo. He still has, I think, all of his witches still alive. Now the eagle is still hitting them, but with the healers, the super witches, they're just invincible. They just don't die even if the eagle is hitting them. That's why I think a mixture between super witches and witches is just gonna be crazy. So yeah, can't wait to try that. So that one was a good attack by Tricky with the super witches. I've got another super witch attack here. This one was by Madhav, and he also has the 5 zaps and the earthquake. Since the update when they added the extra troops, now that you can bring the 5 super witches, it does make this attack quite strong. Before that it was still pretty strong, but you ran into a lot of time problems. This time around Madhav is not gonna get into time issues, so he's at the scatters in the center with the ward and creating a bit of a funnel. The king on the other side to create the other side of the funnel. Uses normal wall breakers to open that compartment for the tank hole. He's got also a jump, so now he uses the warning ability. All the witches are gonna be going towards the tank hole, puts the jump in so that they continue into the center of the base. Also puts the siege barracks down. The hogs come out and start trimming the outside defenses. That's gonna keep his super witches and the queen in the center of the base, which is what he wants. The eagle is being targeted by the RC, so it will go down. The enemy king as well went down, and now he's got the super witches and the queen inside the base. The RC is just joining them and getting rid of a few of the last defenses. He used the freeze perfectly there, and the RC stays alive and helps with the cleanup, and it's gonna be a nice 3-star. So as I said, with the super witches, usually is a time factor. The witches are just so strong that you don't even need any other spells. That's why usually we bring the 10 zaps and the 2 earthquakes. You get rid of those defenses, and then the witches are so fast that if you have any bases like this where all of the walls are open, pretty much they will demolish it. So as you can see here, Eggy is coming with the witches from 2 and from 4, creating a bit of a funnel. Then he's full sending the wrecker from 3 o'clock. Now this is what I usually do in Legends as well. However, if you're on a 1-hit format war, I definitely don't suggest doing this, because 9 times out of 10 you will get a 3-star, but that one time the wrecker doesn't get all the way to the town hall. Your heroes decide to walk around the base, and then the witches will get smashed by the town hall, and this will be like a high percentage 1-star. However, in this occasion, Eggy ends up getting the town hall down, and now there's nothing that can stop these witches. The Peck is still alive. Wizard Tower will be going down pretty shortly. The single inferno goes down. The RC is still alive. The queen is still alive, and this was another nice triple by Eggy with the witches. Now changing it a little bit, I just wanted to show you a few more attacks. This one is a Flybrid from Stefke. I thought it was a really nice Flybrid. So he's using the RC trick for the single inferno and the AD. Now she's with the enemy king, so she's not gonna get any more, but he uses his own king there to kill the enemy king and also create a bit of a funnel. Uses the queen at 3 o'clock to create the other side of the funnel, and then he's gonna be sending his dragons with the super minions and the loons directly into the RC and the scatter shot and the eagle. sending the blimp from behind, uses the warden ability, nice, protecting everything. The blimp gets all the way to the temple goes down with the loons and the dragon, and he still has his bats, uses the first freeze on the wizard tower. The scatter is being tanked by the dragons. There's no more splash damage, and all of these bats just get rid of the rest of the defenses. He still has quite a few super minions and a dragon left. That's gonna be another interesting one. If people start using super minions with normal minions, that might be an interesting strategy as well. Finally, I'm bringing you this Sui Zap Lalo from Ruth Delivery. I thought the Sui on this attack was really cool, so I'll show you. So she's only bringing 6 zaps and 1 earthquake, so uses the zaps to damage the queen, get rid of the 2 expos. She still has 1 of the zaps. Now uses a couple of loons just to trim some of the defenses and create a bit of pathing for her king. Uses Super Wall Breaker to open the scatter compartment, sends a couple of ice golems with the queen, the RC to trim the defenses there just to make sure that the queen walked in. She does end up walking in, smart queen. That way the queen is going to be able to get rid of the eagle and the AD and finish killing the enemy queen. So she's already gotten rid of a quarter of the base, and now she starts with her loon from 12 o'clock, sends the blimp all the way from there with the warden ability. The blimp is gonna get all the way to the temple, uses the poison for the super minions, and that's gonna be slowing them down. I think the extra zap, she used it for the head hunters, and even though there's a super minion there, decides to freeze it. Now the pups end up getting rid of the super minion. The Tesla farm at 6 had no chance with all the loons. The last defense is that wizard tower, which goes down. She still had 1 loon available and got the triple. Very nicely done by her. Well, now I'll leave you with the rest of our triples from the wall. We have Zaplalos, Dragpads, Yeti Smash, and also a hybrid from Race. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for critic, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business so humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream.